Okay, so let's see if we can do 45 and 7.3 together. Okay, so we have to read, and it says, a radian can be defined to be the angle at the center of a circle that cuts off an arc of equal length to the radius of the circle. What the hell does that mean?
Look at the picture.
It's like an equilateral triangle from
Yeah, kind of. So here's a circle, right? This circle has a radius. That's this far. If you take that radius and bend it onto the circle, you'll get some kind of distance here. So this is r, and this is also r. This angle in here is then 1.
Oh, it's arc angle,
Whoa.
isn't it?
Wait, what?
Wait,
That's what we're
so the distance of r,
So yeah, so remember the thing for radians, right? Is that S is theta times R, right? And so if I put R in for S, R is theta times R. So then theta would be 1. You guys see that? So this is 1 radian is telling you that so 1 radian is the angle you get by walking a radius along the edge of the circle.
so are all sides equal on that thing then?
So this thing is
R2.
R and R and R.
Okay.
This R being an arc, not a straight edge.
Yeah.
You guys see that? So this isn't an equilateral triangle, but it's kind of,
All
right?
side lengths are equal.
Yeah, all the sides are equal, but it's not a triangle.
Yeah.
You guys all see that?
That's good.
Okay, so, and then they say that same thing I just said about this.
Okay.
And then they say figure 7.43 shows circles of radii 2 and 3 centimeters. And then it gives me pictures. And it says, does 1 radian appear to be the same angle in both pictures?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the pictures are just 2 different scales of this picture.
Yeah.
Okay? And then it said, estimate the number of arcs of length 2 centimeters that fit in the circumference of the circle of radius 2 centimeters. So what they mean is how many R's does it take to go around this thing?
So you have to find the side length of that and then divide it by 360.
I mean, I can just kind of guess, right? Like, R looks like this, right? So if I go another one, I'll get to like there maybe. If I go another one, I'll get to like here-ish. You guys see that?
That's like
Is the answer
saying your
pi?
picture's a scale, right?
Yeah, and my picture is actually pretty close.
Okay.
I'm actually doing a half-decent job of adjusting here.
Okay.
But I would say that's a radius right there. That's a radius there. That's another one there. And then there's like one more here and there. Radius, radius, radius.
So,
Yeah, so it's like 6 and a bit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it ought to be 2 pi, right? Because there's 2 pi radians in a circle.
Yeah.
So 2 pi is like 6.28. So my hope is that this distance is like
2.8.
0.28 R's, more or less.
What's the answer that they gave you in the back of the book?
Should be 6.
About 6.
I hope it's about 6. You guys all see that?
So then you could just do that approximation like that. You could just write it out, and then if it gives a approximated number, you could just approximate like that, and then not do any math. Or is that what they wanted you to do?
Oh, they just wanted you to eyeball this and
Okay.
say it's about 6.
Okay, I was about to say, couldn't you try to find the circumference using the actual?
Yeah, so you could certainly use the formulas, right? And you could know that the circumference of the circle, right, is 2 pi times the radius. And so there's about 6 and a bit radii around. You guys see that? Like that's how the number pi is defined. So the pi, this, yeah.
2 pi 3.1 divided by 10.
So-
it's 2 pi 2 divided by 2.
Pi has a definition, and it's defined to be
This is how
the
much stuff I have.
ratio between the circumference and the diameter. And it's one of the secrets of the ancient world that this thing isn't actually a fraction. Cool? Like, people were like stabbed to death over this. Yeah. There's a cult that believed that all numbers ought to be fractions, and when it sort of came to be known that this wasn't true, they tried to suppress it by stabbing people.
Apparently they didn't stab enough people.
So, it's not a fraction, don't believe the hype.